So we're good with the contouring. Now let's talk about something called slotting. This little groove right here is called a slot, S-L-O-T, and you can see it doesn't go all the way through. You maybe put like an O-ring in there, a gasket in there, something like that to make two parts that are touching seal each other. If you had high pressure air or liquid, any pneumatic systems are going to have these little grooves in them like this. So that we call that a slot or a groove if it's on a turning. But I've already done the setup, and there actually is a 2D slot toolpath, right? So it follows the center line of the slot. The thing with this is you've got to make sure that your tool fits in there. So before I do this, let's find out how wide that slot is. I'm going to use my inspect tool. I'm going to select that line, and we're going to see that they are 1/8 of an inch, 125 thousandths. So I'll hit close on that, and we're back to our slot. I need to pick a tool that will fit in there. A 1/4 inch tool will not fit into an 1/8 of an inch slot. So I'm going to use my 1/8 inch end mill, my flat end mill, tool 1. My geometry. If you don't select the bottom of the slot, it's not going to work out well for you. I'm going to select that. Now if I just leave it, it's going to remove all this material. I don't want it to do that. I want to pick that edge too. So I've fully defined the area that I want this to machine inside of here, in between those two lines. Okay, let's click OK and see what happens. The best part about the computers is if you mess it up, you can always go back and fix it. So let's take a look. We've got a whole lot of red lines. The red lines are my lead-ins. Not my lead-ins, my ramping. Sorry, my lead-ins are yellow. This is going to take 19 minutes and 34 seconds. I think we can do better than that. So we've got to go back and edit our toolpath. So I'm going to click on it and right-click on it and choose Edit. That's over here in your linking tab. Okay, ramp type, profile. Let's change that from 2 degrees to 10 degrees. Okay, let's also change our to multiple depths. Okay, we don't want this tool to cut any deeper than 1/2 inch diameter. So it's an 1/8 inch tool. So we'll type in the decimal equivalent for 1/16 of an inch. 0.625, and we're going to go ahead and choose OK on that. So we did two things. We changed our ramp angle and we changed our depth of cut. So you can change more than one thing at once. Now it's going to take 5 minutes to cut this. Right. And that looks a little bit better. Doesn't try to cut the whole amount off at once. It doesn't take a really long time to do it either. So I would say you're good with that. If you've got something like this, you're good to go.